I landed here on, I think I got here on Sunday evening and flew in just right in time for probably the best swell of the winter so far, if not the year. It's been cooking, yeah, the wave's been really good. Overhead, 6 foot plus on Monday, 8 to 10 on Tuesday. That's Australian sizes. I don't know what you guys call it, probably like 30 foot. But yeah, it's been really good waves, really clean swell, great direction. All the spots been lighting up, and I've been riding the Hydronaut every day, and it's been going absolutely bonkers. Like, I've been so happy with how good it's been going in these waves the last couple of days. It's really the perfect board for a swell, like a swell event in California, when there's a nice clean period, ground swell, overhead size. I've spent quite a lot of time here in California over the years, like probably 10 or 15 years and all up, and 7 years full time. And this swell is probably up there with one of the best I've ever seen it. It was just really, really perfect size, where it was handling perfectly, and it was like hollow, and you know, it was just really, really pumping. So, and the crowds weren't even that bad too, which was amazing. So I'm so stoked. Scored so many waves, and this board was just the dream machine. A key feature of the Hydronaut that some people might not know is we've deliberately engineered this board and built it to be much stronger than our regular LFT build. So for example, we've got a 2-pound core instead of a 1.5, which we usually use. So we've got a much denser, stronger blank to start off with. And then we've added extra glass on the top and the bottom that we would say for an SKX or a Cymatic. We've got stronger glass job, heavier foam. The board is noticeably heavier than the equivalent SKX, but that's exactly what you want for a big wave. You want a bit of, you know, inertia, you want a bit of strength, you want to be able to trust that board that A is going to get you into the wave, it's going to hold through the chop, and you know, get you to the end of the ride, and also trust that the board's going to hold, it's going to survive a good winter season or many seasons. So we've put a lot of thought into that part, and you know, the Hydronaut is a strong, solid, trustworthy board for good waves. So my go-to Hydronaut is a 5.9, which is a small board. So for example, I ride a 5.8 SKX at about 25.5 litres, and my perfect step up is a 5.9 Hydronaut, which is only about 0.5 a litre more foam than an SKX, but it paddles like a 3 litre upgrade in foam. Like, it's that extra rail line just gives you a great amount of paddle, and it catches waves amazingly, and that more pulled in tail that lengthens your rail line right to that pinny pulled in pintail just gives you so much more hold. It rides like a 6.0, 6.2 pointed nose step up. So you're just losing all that unnecessary nose area up here, compacting your rail line, and really getting a great amount of hold through your turns. So it pretty much checks the box for a step up. I'll ride this up to about 8 feet or double overhead plus, and I'll only go to bigger versions of the Hydronaut when it's really, really big waves where I need the paddle to catch the waves and to negotiate the lineup. The fin setups on the Hydronaut are it's a pretty pure quad as well as a thruster. Like, it's one of those boards I can't favour either or. I'll ride both fin setups just as regularly as the other. For me, a quad is really good for tube riding. Like, so if it's like a wave like obviously Crab Break or Fiji, or anywhere you're just taking off, setting a line, getting tubed, I think that just gives you that extra speed and momentum and speed through the barrel, and allows you to like really set a high line through the barrel, which feels unreal. But if I'm going to performance and turns, I like to throw a thruster in it. For me, it really helps me grip the tail through the top of the wave and really pull it around it, or even like slide the tail and kind of just have that extra control through my turns. Like when I go through a roundhouse cutback, maybe I'll be able to pull it more vertical, whereas a quad might want to like slide at the end of that cutback turn. So it's a beautiful, beautiful thruster and quad, and yeah, depending on your preference. It's kind of cooking out there. Okay, cool, yeah. So yeah, it's obviously we've got another great day of waves here. It's still pumping, so I'm gonna go get back out there on this board and get some more jams before I head out tomorrow. It's been a great trip. Get a couple of burritos at Juanita's and maybe a beer later on, and happy days, been a great trip. Yeah.